Good morning. My name's Barry Cauthren, and I pastor Awakening Church in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And Pastor Brian had asked me to share a small portion of my life, and I hope it's encouraging and inspiring to you today. I don't know where you are and how you view God, or if there is some type of category or place that you put him in, where he is in your life, whether he's number 1 or he's number 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. Today, I am excited to say he is number 1 in my life. But that wasn't always the case. When I was growing up, my parents went through a divorce. And I found a way to escape, and that was through playing the game of baseball. Baseball was a great place for me to learn about life, to have comrades, people, friends, connections, and plus I thought I was good at it, and so I pursued that. While I was in middle school and still playing ball, I played Little League, I played travel ball, went into high school, played high school baseball, and played Legion ball. But in the middle of all this baseball stuff, somebody introduced me to Jesus Christ, and I started going to Firestone Wesleyan Church through their bus ministry. And it was through that and going to youth camp at Colfax, North Carolina, and where I gave my heart to Jesus. But even though I gave my heart to Jesus and I asked him to forgive the sins in my life, still, I never put the two together, baseball and God. I always kept them kind of compartmentalized, separate. And it never really dawned on me till later that really baseball was my number 1 God. And God was down the line to about a 6 or a 7. And what I had discovered is that I wanted the benefits of God. I wanted the benefits of having a relationship with him. But it was only one-sided. It was what he had to offer me, not what I had to offer him. And so as I was going through my high school years, God began to drop down that ladder even more and more and more. And baseball began to get bigger and bigger and bigger as I started to see scholarship opportunities. I was already talking with colleges, and I really thought that this baseball dream was going to become a reality. And but as God begins to drop down the ladder in my life, and I'm not attending church the way I should, I'm not responding and really the way I should with God. And I started hanging out with some of the wrong guys, making very poor choices. My education started to struggle, and I ended up not graduating high school my senior year. And I thought, oh, wow, there goes everything. There goes all the dreams, all the work that I've done for baseball was gone. I was angry at God. I started to blame him for it. I blamed other people. I blamed my parents for getting a divorce years ago. I mean, I came up with a lot of excuses of why I was upset and hurt over it. And so I ended up signing up for the United States Marine Corps. And there in boot camp is where I had somebody had asked me, one of the drill instructors, would you like to be our company lay reader? I said, yeah, sure, I can do that. What does that do? What does that mean? I had no idea. They said, well, you will assist the chaplain on Sunday mornings. And I thought, I can do that. That'd be great. I'd love to take on that opportunity. And so I began to do that. And it was there that I started to recognize that I had really struggled in my walk with the Lord. I had really put him down the ladder so much, and that baseball had become my God. And it was through serving the Lord while I was in the Marine Corps that God started to jump up that ladder and become number 1 in my life. And I started to push back the anger and the hurt that I had towards God, blaming him that while baseball left my life. And then fast forward just a little bit, where I was with my unit now, we're sent to Liberia, Africa during the Civil War in Monrovia. And we're evacuating U.S. citizens and things out of the area. And we had a Mormon chaplain on board our ship. And our first sergeant came up to me and said, "You are our company lay reader. Would you lead a Protestant church service in the ship's library on Sundays?" I said, "I'll give it a shot. I'll be glad to do it. I've never done it before." And it was through those about 8 months that we were around that area. And God brought 60 Navy and Marine personnel to know Jesus as their Lord and Savior. It was an amazing time. And we ended up doing Wednesday night Bible studies, Sunday night prayer times. And this is where God said, "I want you to do this for the rest of your life." I thought, wow, God, what a change from the baseball being number one in my life. You took it away. And I was angry at you. But now you give me an even bigger dream, a bigger purpose and mission. And man, I started to grab hold of that, and it changed my life. I got out of the Marine Corps. Me and Heather were married. Heather Rogers at the time. And now we've been married, 28 years this May. And it's been a wonderful ride. But the bottom line is we all battle with things that want to be God in our life. It might be, for me, baseball was God. For you, it might be something else. It could be material things, your home, your car, your hobbies. It might even be your spouse, your children, your job. There's a lot of things that would love to be the God in your life. But I encourage you today, surrender that and surrender to Big G God. Allow him to be number one. And you surrender to that, you'll find your purpose, your mission that only he can give. And so I'm fulfilling that mission as best I can for the rest of my life. I hope you do the same. God bless.